Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you for the wonderful introduction. So, today I'm going to talk about AI revolution. Ladies and gentlemen, distinguished guests, and fellow enthusiasts, I welcome you all to deep dive into an awe-inspiring world of artificial intelligence. Today, we gather to explore the current trends of AI and how this groundbreaking technology is reshaping our day-to-day tasks. Furthermore, we'll embark on an exciting journey into the future and talking about what to expect from the AI in the coming years. Now, before I move forward, I know there are a lot of young people here, but how many of you feel like your current jobs are at risk due to an AI? Or the advancements of AI will disrupt your current work that you have? I do see quite a hands, but they all look like a bunch of 6th and 5th grades. But you have a lot of time, not to worry. But in the past, there was widespread belief that AI would replace certain mundane jobs while other jobs would remain untouched. However, as we examine the current reality, we find a rather very unexpected pattern emerging. It is true that a few years ago there were predictions that AI would replace jobs that are traditionally associated with repetitive tasks, such as bricklayers, waiters, chefs, and even housemaids. However, the current, like what we are seeing that is happening right now, is completely different. We see that these jobs have remained resilient. On the other hand, the landscape of white-collar jobs, which is, to give you an example, those jobs that we used to consider secure, like programmers, designers, and certain artistic jobs, have been affected due to the advent of AI technology. And one such technology is ChatGPT. I'm sure that all of you guys know about ChatGPT, but I want to ask people who don't know what ChatGPT is, or who's never got to try what ChatGPT is. So, looks like we have a lot of people who have at least know what ChatGPT is, and we also have people who have tried what ChatGPT is. I was supposed to show this slide a little before, but then I got carried away with you guys. So, let me go and tell you what ChatGPT is. But then, instead of me telling what ChatGPT is, let's go and ask what ChatGPT is to a ChatGPT, right? So, here I have a video where I'm asking you to explain me what ChatGPT is in just 2 lines. And like all of you guys know that, it gives you an answer within a second, and it says ChatGPT is an advanced language model developed by OpenAI that uses artificial intelligence to generate human-like text, and then, blah, blah, like a lot of complicated, sophisticated words. I'm pretty sure half of us don't even understand what it is. To be honest, I had to Google some of those words too. But the good thing about ChatGPT is it tries to understand what we're trying to ask, right? So my next question was, explain me what ChatGPT is, but consider that I'm a 10-year-old kid. So in this next video that I have, if you could play that. So here I'm asking it to explain the same thing as if that I'm a 10-year-old kid. So immediately that it understood that it needs to dumb down the answer for me. And it gave me a very simple answer that says ChatGPT is a really smart computer program that can talk to you and answer your questions. It understands what you're asking and can give you answers that sounds like a person talking to you. It knows a lot of things that can help you with all kinds of stuff. Basically what it's saying is it's a really smart technology, and it knows a lot of things, and it can stitch all of those informations together, and then it can articulate it in a way that it kind of becomes impossible for you to know if it's the machine answering or if it's an actual person or a very smart person talking to you. So this is what ChatGPT can do. And to truly grasp the rate at which the ChatGPT is growing today, let's examine certain industry the time that it took for certain notable industry giants to reach 100 million users. Why 100 million users? Because for any big business or a company, hitting 100 million users is a huge milestone. So here we know big giants like Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and all of these people were able to hit their milestones where Facebook did it in 4.5 years, Instagram was able to do it in 2.5 years, and as we all know, TikTok, it did it in mere 9 months. But then we had ChatGPT come in, and ChatGPT was able to do this in astonishing 2 months. And when I say 2 months, it's a very difficult task for any company to hit 100 million users in 2 months, and it's unique 100 million users. And the scale at which it's growing is just extraordinary. Today we are surrounded by buzzwords such as Midjourney and ChatGPT that it's become the talk of the town. We have entrepreneurs, influencers, and certain, a lot of other famous people who are going bonkers over this technology. But then have you ever wondered why now? What made the current situation so conducive for such a huge change to flourish at this particular moment? Let's go ahead and talk about that for a minute. Firstly, we are at the cusp of an extraordinary digital age. And the amount of energy that we have, the huge explosion of data, has provided a fertile land for AI to thrive. The vast amount of information that are generated every single second fuels the hungry algorithm, enabling them to learn and grow at an unprecedented pace. So that was the huge benefit, that the data is so much that the AI was the perfect time for it to come. And this is how much data that is generated every single day. And you guys could be generating some of it right now by just scrolling through your feeds. Secondly, the advancements in the computing power. It was so instrumental that it was unleashing the true potential of AI. The increased computing power enabled the models to train much faster and process huge amount of data which was much more complex. And this was not possible before because the computing power had its limitations, and now we are at the pace where the hardware is also becoming more advanced, and we also have the data at the same time. So the hardwares are ready to crunch more data, and the whole AI needs the power and the data all at the same time. And the convergence of these two factors has made it possible for AI to flourish. I would want to talk about certain demos. I don't want to keep talking about AI and everything, but not show you guys what we have. What's waiting for all of us. What's happening in the current industry with AI and Midjourney and all of those things. So here I went and I used a platform called Midjourney. I don't know if you guys know about it, but then here I asked it to generate a photorealistic image of the Hulk giving a tech talk. I couldn't ask it to generate myself, but I wanted Hulk to be here next to me, and then if I could recreate that. And we all know if there are any designers out here, to make such a photorealistic image, it would take a lot of hours and a lot of manpower. But I was able to get this in a matter of seconds. And the unique thing about this particular picture is, we have Hulk, and we have a person who's explaining, who's doing the same pose as I am, and we have the background and the color and everything. And I can assure you that there is no other image on the internet that is quite similar to this. It's because AI generated this in real time. It understood what a tech talk is. It understood how Hulk looks like. It understood what would he wear to a talk show, and how would he carry himself, and it understood all of those things, and it stitched every of those data. Probably the nose is from somebody else, the eyes are from a different person, and it understood all of that, and it generated his face. And there's no other person who looks exactly like him. And this is what I got in a matter of seconds. Now, I wanted to make something a little more interesting, so I wanted to focus on the person's face, right? I asked it to make a close-up image of the person who was giving a talk. So here, I wanted to exclude Hulk, and I just wanted the person's face, and this is how it would. I know it looks like someone very familiar, we've seen him in some movie, but I can assure you that he's nowhere seen. And again, this is an AI-generated model. So yeah, we generated an image. A few years ago, this was a joke, but now we're here doing this. Now, how about if I want to go show my mom that she's going to ask for a picture back from the talk today, and if for some reason my friends don't capture a good picture, I can ask the AI to replace this guy's face with my face. And that's what I did, but again, there are a few anomalies in this next picture where I'm asking it to replace my face with the person who's there, and this is what I got. Again, don't laugh, because the number of iterations that it took was, I gave it a very slow iteration, so the upskill was very small. So what I mean to say is, I didn't give enough time for the AI to generate. I just wanted to do in one single shot, and this is what I got. But I want to try it again. So this time, let's move forward, and then I asked the journey to generate a person sitting next to a lion, and it should look as realistic as possible, and give me that image. Again, in 5 seconds, I got this image. This time, I gave it much more time, much more processing power for it to swap my face, and then this is what I got. Yeah, now you won't laugh because this is much more better. Right? So here, it looks quite realistic. The lion does look quite realistic. I look quite realistic, and I could probably put this picture on social media and tell that I was on a safari and then I got to meet my friend. So this is what's happening right now, and again, this is tip of an iceberg. There's so much more that you guys you have to be embracing all of this technology right now. And let me go and show you more of this. So in the next one, I was done with pictures. Let's go ahead and try something more challenging. Let's try something with video. Right, so the next one, so we have something called deepfake. So I don't know if you guys have heard what deepfake is. Basically, it's taking a video of some person and we're replacing somebody else's face on the video. And on this particular demo, I have the most famous president of the United States, according to me, Donald Trump. His face is being replaced by Morgan Freeman. He's one of the actors of Bollywood. And in the next one, if you can guess this right, let's see if you can guess who this is. That's right. So this is Tom Cruise giving a speech to the White House. And in the next one, we have, again, because we see quite similar statements given by Donald Trump and me too. So, but yeah, so this is what we have. It is quite realistic. And again, let me tell you this, I didn't spend a huge amount of time. I didn't spend days together to prepare this. All of this was done in a matter of seconds. And there are free tools out there. All you have to do is just explore. So we did do it images. We had video. So I want to try, what else is left? What other artistic jobs can I, go and try, even though that I'm not good at it. So there was, again, with audio, sounds, music. The AI has become so good that if there is Lata Mangeshkar singing here, and I can just, I can let the AI listen to that particular audio, and I can say a bunch of text, and my voice would be quite similar to Lata Mangeshkar. So we call that as style transfer, where we're transferring a particular style of a particular, say, source. And again, this could not be just with audio, it could be with images as well. If we have a really good artist who has done a painting, and if I do a small, like a second-year-old kid does a painting, I can ask the AI to make this painting look like the professional artist. Or I can make my singing to look exactly, or sound like Sonu Nigam or even Eminem for that sake. So that's what I want to try. I want to sound like Eminem, but unfortunately, there are still certain law-wise, there are some restrictions that you cannot copy certain artist voice. So let's just pretend that it's Eminem singing in the background. But then I used multiple tools. I used ChatGPT to generate a rap song to which talks about the TEDx event that's happening in Whitefield. Again, I just took the first result that I got, and this was the word. So it says, I don't even want to sing this, but I took a small snippet of this. I used another AI model, and then this is what we had. If you could play.
White feet stand up, this event's from you. Take us to the house, don't make drinks, don't trip. I'm truly bored, come together, let our buzz like above our stamina.
Sounds quite catchy, right? So, again, I was as surprised as you guys, and I was so confused with which one to choose because I got so many amazing results. One was a male rapper and a female rapper, and then a duo of them. And we have a time constraint, so I was not able to put everything out here. But then, like I said again, this is just a tip of an iceberg. We are probably living at the most amazing time of the whole generation because we are in a phase where there's a huge transition happening in the tech industry. Within few days, you're going to see that every app that you use or every device that you use will have AI integrated in them to the most lowest level possible. already the big companies are, everybody wants AI now. Every entrepreneur wants to hear no matter how lame your idea is, if there's an AI word in it, they're all getting excited about it. So I want you guys, I know there's a lot of young people out here, and this is your time. Make use of this particular environment that you've got, where we are in the genesis of a huge, extraordinary phase in the world of AI and technology. And for people who are already out there in the industry and who's already worried, thinking that, my job is being very, rudimentary, and there's AI coming in, it's kind of replacing what I'm already doing. And this person who just came on the stage just showed my 10 years of professional experience in just a matter of 2 seconds. But then let me tell you this. I think I saw this somewhere on the internet, and I actually thought it was really true. Your jobs are not going to be replaced by AI. Your jobs will be replaced by the person who's using the AI. And this is a word that we all should take back and then think, and how we can include this, the teachers, the professors, the students, and all of people who are here. How can we use AI to take it to our advantage? We had wonderful speakers here who was talking about business, who was talking about nature, who was talking about human activists, and all these people. How can we reach our goal using AI? So, and what I can tell you is, whatever you're trying to do with AI, you can do it much more faster. Right? With this, I would want to conclude my speech. Thank you all for being patient.